idiot. Hello folks, I am the Ghost with Knife and welcome back to more Predator Hunting Grounds Predator content. Today's video is on the brand new buffed Exiled Predator and the buffed handheld plasma caster. Now before we go any further, I need to say something. I recorded all these games and I was commentating and I had my mic muted for all of the games, so there will be text commentary to go alongside these games. I apologize. I literally just got done checking because I just got done doing this intro and I noticed I couldn't hear anything. I was like, wait a minute. Oh man, I'm stupid. So sorry about that. But let's get into the brand new buffed Exiled Predator and the buffed handheld plasma caster. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm really happy with this. The Exiled Predator is now finally, in my opinion, good and viable and fun. So he used to have like 1.5 bars of health, max stamina, max movement speed, and no gear slots. But with this brand new Exiled Predator, 2.5 bars of health, which is so good. 11 gear points. Oh, healing kits and bear traps, please. Slightly less stamina, just to get those two buffs. To get those massive buffs to our health and our gear, just a little bit of stamina off. They could have really butchered his stamina, but they didn't. They were like, no, this needs to be this way. And because of that, this Predator is so good and so fun. Because now, it's right up there alongside the Alpha Predator as that hit and run kind of Predator. I think the Alpha Predator literally has like 1 less gear point and slightly less health. Yeah, they're pretty much almost exactly the same, which is, honestly, it's fine, because this is, in my opinion, just a much better looking Predator. I would love to have something on my shelf just as a representation of this Predator. He looks so good. And now that not only does he look good, now he actually is good. So we still have Analytic, Assassin, and Disciplined. But unlike the Wolf Predator, because we had that little bit of extra health and that ginormous... actually, no, the Wolf Predator has more health. So unlike the Wolf Predator, we have less health, but we have a gigantic amount of stamina to go alongside with our movement speed and gear in case we can try to isolate somebody and keep them pinned down and stuck so we can get in the damage with our big melee weapon of choice, which is going to be the Alpha Sickle. So Assassin, absolutely fantastic. Analytic, still pretty good if you want like a more ranged approach. Disciplined, I personally like it, but it's up to you to decide how good that perk is, or that spec is. We still only have 10 perk points, which honestly, it's fine. You get everything you really need. And the beautiful part is, I'm not even using a melee perk to make the Alpha Sickle better. I'm just using Assassin and the Alpha Sickle, and it's beautiful. It still does so much damage because you're so fast and have so much stamina. If you can run up in there as quick as you can on like 1 or 2 guys, hit them both in the back once or twice, you will shred through their health, bleed damage, and the Assassin bonus. It's just, it's so good. And to support our handheld plasma caster, we're taking downrange, and to support a better, more long distance range playstyle, we're taking modified reserve so our plasma caster can shoot more. But let's talk about the handheld and its buff. More damage, bigger AoEs, and more AoE damage. The only bad thing about this is that they didn't do more to announce it other than just like put it in the Wolf DLC. It's, oh, I got buff. In the patch notes. No new skin for anything to highlight it. Just, it got buff. It's in the patch notes. Whatever. I'm not going to complain about that because I love it. I loved this weapon before, and now it's even better. And man, this build is just, it's so much fun to play. I had a blast with the very limited games I got in. But that's just because it takes forever to get games to Predator Hunting Grounds. But that is a different video. For now, I'm just going to let you enjoy the games that I had. Even though I have no commentary, I will tell you, the majority of these games are just intense. They get right down to the wire. And it's just, oh, it's so satisfying with their endings. I'm not going to hold you up anymore. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy the new and improved Exiled Predator. Okay, the voiceover begins now. This is going to be kind of weird coming back to this footage. It has been quite a long time since I actually recorded these games, but I do, in my expert opinion, make kind of a weird mistake here. I try to be really aggressive with the Alpha Sickle to do bleed damage, to do two different fire team members, trying to get a heal out of their pocket, but then I make a pretty big mistake here, going back in with the handheld instead of the Alpha Sickle and just going in to get more bleed. I guess I didn't want to take more damage, but I wound up going into second wind anyways. I played this game very, very aggressively, and like I said earlier, it's been a minute since I've seen these games, so as I do the voiceover, it's going to kind of come back to me. I know that I believe this was the most stressful game out of all of them because it was down to the wire. For those of you interested in other aspects of my channel, the main reason I've just been stretching out and waiting to edit this is just because I'm going looking for pigs right now so I can get some healing and try to win in the long run. Oh wait, no, because I want to use the healing here because I don't want to use one of my my stim packs. I can't remember the name of it right now. Yeah, I'm just trying to look to do other things and have fun with other games just because Predator Hunting Ground has become very frustrating with. That's a different video for a different time. Let's focus on this, though. So we just found our fire team member, and I don't want to engage because I'm afraid that there's going to be more fire team members in there, which is, if you saw them coming down those stairs for a second, they definitely were. So I'm trying to get the fire off, just trying to do something here to get some damage going. I've got this one guy kind of singled out because his other fire team member either... Oh, he was just chucking grenades at me instead of shooting me with a gun. I don't remember what his class is. He might be unleashed because he's got a rocket launcher and grenades. And if he's not, well then he's wasting stuff. Now here, I just go ahead and shoot this guy. There's too many different elements at play in that room, and I just want a kill, so we shot him to death. Not the most sporting thing to do, some people would think, but for me personally, it gets a body out of my game, and that's what matters. Getting that kill taken care of. Now, I want to take this pig, but there's just so many different AI here that it makes it very challenging without getting shot up by AI and losing even more health, which I don't want to do. So I come back in here, I think just to claim this guy, or... No, I come back in here to look for this fire team member. Oh yeah, and they're just, they're chilling out up there now. So now, both of my fire team members are just going to be chilling out in that room. So I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to do that, I can use my plasma caster to try to get some damage off in there. I think I see a skull. I don't know if that's a fresh kill or if that's a guy who just went down. I think... Yeah, that is the dude I just took care of. So it looks like the other guy is off doing his own thing. But I have 3 kills. And at the 10:55 mark, that's not a bad thing. See, this is what I mean, like, talking about the AI shooting me. I don't want to deal with that. That's just more unnecessary damage I took. And that potentially was mass damage, which is even worse for me at the current moment. So while I would love to get that pig, I'm more interested in looking for my fire team member right now to try to keep tracking on him. So I think I'm just going to kind of run around here. I think I just waste time here, basically, wait for the reinforcement. So I can, Oh, wait, no, let's wait for the target ISO. And I get no hits on the fire team member. So instead, I go pig hunting. If they're going to reinforce, that's fine. I haven't used any of my 2 stim packs yet. And, of course, the pig's going to be a ninja, because that's just what pigs are in Elphonic games. They're harder to catch than some fire team members. It's fine. So we've gotten 3 kills, which is really, really good. That's a strong start. Now, if I can find this last guy before they reinforce, that would be very nice, but I do believe they're going to be reinforcing. Yep, right about now. And fortunately for me, it's very close. Unfortunately for me, I can't really do anything before they get here. So instead, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start throwing these. And hopefully I can catch some and get some free damage in with my plasma caster. And we do. And we start chucking shots in there. Just trying to get some damage off. They threw a grenade, though. They throw a few grenades, and I start trying to dodge them. I don't know how much damage I realistically got in there, just because I started shooting before they were actually there. Hindsight in these games is always 20/20, especially in a voiceover, so... yeah, probably could have waited. Probably could have... What I should have done, I think, is I should have thrown those and then run around either from the top where that window is and then jump down and try to sneak around. And then try to ambush them from the other side. Make them want to shoot this window that I just started throwing all my stuff out of. I do see that med kit, and I'm really trying to hit it. Because I want to take out their healing. But for some reason, I just have really bad aim. I think the wall kept clipping my shot, which sucks, but it's whatever. So now we got 4 fire team members, and I don't really have any damage or healing off of them. And they're kind of chipping me out here with their machine gun fire, which is not that great. But I do get a decent shot there. One of the sad things with Predator is you never know how much damage you deal to fire team members. Which I think is ludicrous, because fire team members can tell how much damage they do by the amount of experience they get whenever they shoot Predator. Which is a little unbalanced in my opinion, but it's whatever. So at this rate, I think the satellite might be their mission. I don't know how far along they are with it, but my goal is to try to catch them while they're here, because the longer I can keep them here, the more pigs I can get here, and the more resources I can waste, and them not doing the mission is always better. So we're going to be trying to get some pot shots here with the plasma caster. It doesn't go great, if I remember correctly. That guy has to have some sort of unleash or something. I don't know if he was a support or not, but the fact that he has so many explosives is screaming to me that this man has some sort of explosive perk. And if he doesn't, well then, man, this guy is committed. So I'm trying to get shots here with the plasma caster and the handheld. Just trying to do some damage. They're wasting a lot of ammo, which is nice. But they might have ammo bags, so we're just trying to get them to burn resources. Trying to get some shots in with the plasma caster. I got one hit there. I do have infinite ammo with this gun, except for reloading, but just trying to get any sort of damage in on them, trying to just do anything to try to get a little bit more pressure on them. Now, I do have them pinned in that little area because they really don't want to leave. They think to themselves, oh, this is a nice reinforced position. We can just sit here and it will eventually kill the Predator. In my personal experience as a fire team member, that's a bad thing. Because the best thing you can do to hurt a fire team member, which I think I just got somebody off in a bear trap, it didn't really matter. The best thing you can do to a Predator is the mission. The closer you are to escaping, the more Predator is on the pressure to kill you. Basically, this is a race against time. The Predator wants to kill you as fast as possible because of the fact that you can leave with a mission. Oh my gosh, I forgot my biomass broke in this game. So yeah, we're at the 556 mark and I have no biomass. And I panic a little bit and forget that you can't really shoot a plasma caster without a biomass because there's nothing to aim with. And then I get spotted. And now the game is in a really bad position because there are 4 fire team members up. I have no med kits and no biomass. I have to go off of pure instincts to win this game. This is looking pretty friggin' awful for our hero here, which would be me in this situation, of course. The guy killing people? Yeah, he's the hero, of course. So, at this rate, I'm not really sure what to do. I do get really, really pessimistic in this moment because I've got no healing and no biomass. However, our fire team does make a mistake here. They don't really have their aim on point here when I ambush them, and I am getting 2 downs here. And I do still have my second wind, and I can get out before the end of... before they can get me into second wind once again. So I've gotten a kill. It's now 1-3, which is going to be rough still, but that alone has changed the game drastically. So at this rate, I'm just trying to look to sneak to this pig, but this fire team member is following me. And there's not much I can do about it. And then leaping starts messing up. So I try to get to this pig before this guy sees me or is aware of where I am. Which, I kudos to that guy for putting so much melee pressure on me. That's Not something you see fire team members do. So then I start trying to swing kind of wild here. This guy gets a parry off on me, which is always crazy to see with the Alpha Sickle. So at this rate, I just want to do damage. That is my goal, is to continue to do damage. I also think to myself, oh, okay, well, if I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna blow up here, put them in a lot of pressure. Instead, they go for the pickup, and I do actually get some more damage off here. And not only do I get the damage off, I get a nice clean getaway while they try to save him. I bust out the handheld, and I may not be able to get him with the plasma caster, but the handheld aim works absolutely fine without a biomask. And now it is 2-1. In over a minute and a half, we have turned this game completely on its head. We're gonna get the heal out of the way, and we are getting really close to time running out. Now, for me personally, if time runs out and there's any fire team members alive and the Predator's alive, well, then it's a draw, because the Predator's goal is to kill as many people as he can, and if he can't... Did I kill this person? Oh, this is the person I shot earlier, I believe. And then, well, it just got done shooting, I should say. So yeah, if time runs out and there's any fire team members alive and the Predator's alive, it's a draw in my opinion. So, the fact that I've fought him back without my biomask and with no healing is pretty impressive. And then all of a sudden, a random fire team member just walks by me. I have no biomask, I have no clue where they are, just kind of heard them, and then I saw the silhouette and I was like, oh, okay, I'll kill him real quick. And now the game has warped into my favor. I may not have a biomask, but there is only one fire team member left, and it is very hard for fire team members to duel Predators in a one-on-one situation. Now, this part of the game is going to get intense, not because of, like, high-octane action, just because the pressure is on for me. I've gotten 3 kills with no biomask and no stims. And now, I might be able to turn this game that was ludicrously out of our favor back in our favor. Now, I thought that for some reason that AI was a player. I don't know why. I'm kind of freaking out here because I see the clock and I know that there's 1 kill left, and I'm super happy. So I don't know why I broke this in the moment. I should have just ignored this. This was stupid. I'm wasting time, wasting a lot of time here, honestly. I should have ignored this. I think part of me was just kind of like, okay, well, I have 3 kills. It doesn't really matter if I find them or not. And I just kind of give up, I think, a little bit. But here's the thing. Oh, wait, no. I blew that up because I wanted attention, because I wanted alarms. Because if you can get alarms, then you basically get free tracking, even without a biomass. Because the AI, when the alarms go off, will just go towards the fire team members, no matter where they are. So it's always really important to try to get... That might be bad information. I believe that. Someone fact check me on that. I don't remember if that's exactly how it works. But here we are. 45 seconds left on the clock. I don't remember, sorry. It's been a while since I played this game. I took a very long break from this for personal reasons. I'm just running around at this rate, looking desperately for any signs of life. I have not won this game yet, but boy do I want to. And then, at the 20-second mark, we hear a grenade, and he thinks to himself, oh, I've won. Not quite, my friend. This guy thought he could out-parry me until the last second, and he couldn't. And that is how I killed 4 fire team members with no stim packs and no biomask. Alright, moving into game 2, I might have a weird edit, so this game might start over twice. I started rambling on this, and I was like, yeah, that's good. And then I thought about what I was saying, and I was like, yeah, this ain't that good. So, back into game 2 with the Exiled Predator, and I will say, as we're going to be killing time here for a second, because this is a pretty short game, I figured I'll include the entire thing, why not? I will say that this is one of the best creative looking Predators they've done. It is definitely a very unique Predator. When it originally came out, I was super bummed out by its stats and its specs. But with good specs and good stats, well, I should say, with a stats adjustment that it's gotten, The Exiled Predator has turned out to be just a really phenomenal Predator. And I'm really happy this Predator got a buff. I don't remember what I all said in the intro, because I just skipped past it, because all I know is in the intro I was saying, I'm going to do all the text over, and I was like, look, I'd rather record maybe half an hour of voiceover than have to sit here for 2 hours adding text every time I want to say something. So yeah, we've run into our Dutch first, which is going down rather quickly, but the Dutch was pretty good at parrying the Alpha Sickle, which I do applaud. We're going to go ahead and take him out with the Plasma Caster, because I'm not trying to make friends here. Trying to get kills. Fast kills, because that's always the strategy, in my opinion, if you're going to be a melee Predator. Get kills as fast as humanly possible. You want as little fire team members in the match as most times as you can, because the less fire team members, the less people can do the mission. The less people can do the mission, the less pressure on you to get kills. Because if they're not doing the missions, that means you have an entire 15 minutes to kill all 4 fire team members, which is a lot easier than the 2 minutes it would take if they got to do the mission. So yeah, that's a kill, and that is a bit of why I'm so aggressive in the beginning. So we're going to be going in here, and I think I remember there being like 3 OWLF guys outside of Dutch with us in this game. So we got the odd ball out, but we did get these 2 OWLF guys kind of caught. And I'm like, yeah, oh, there's 3 right there. I just saw the 3rd one. So yeah, I was like, yeah, there are 3. And I do see that they're trying to huddle up and get this guy, but I'm going to snipe his body off with my handheld. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I like the quick, fast gameplay. If you can get in there and kill a fire team member really quick, and then get another one really quick, it adds so much pressure. Because now there's only 2 guys, and these 2 guys are going to be too scared to do the mission. Because if they team up, they don't really have the numbers to take you down from your full health and the second wind, unless they've just got godlike aim. And at least the average player. And I don't know how in the world I spotted them behind this truck. Just got godlike accuracy. And to keep up the trend, I decided I'm just going to shoot this guy too. I want this game over with. I don't want them reinforcing. I don't want them winning this game. And then this guy tries to pick himself up. Unfortunately, we're not having that. Not in my house. And that is it. That's the game. An under 3-minute Exiled Predator game. Always impressive to get these really fast games in. Shows you just how awesome and fun these melee builds can be. Moving on, though. Alright, the 3rd and final game for this video. Going to be a bit longer than the one we just did. It's going to be the Exiled Predator. I'm going to back that up real quick, because I don't remember what the classes I was playing against here. We've got a Duelist, a Support Comms, an Assault Reckless, and an Amphibious Recon. That is a very interesting team comp. Scout Duelist is terrifying. That's a lot of damage. Support Comms, pretty normal. I've been seeing, before I took my break, I was seeing a lot more Assault Reckless. I don't know if this was like a meta choice or just because more casual players prefer Reckless. I don't know, but I've seen a lot of Reckless Assault. I still think Deadly Assault is one of the best fire team classes in the game. I'm not sure if I just phased through those stairs or I just landed in front of them and it looked like I phased through them because of the coloration around me, but that looked weird. I still think Assault Deadly is absolutely busted, and Scout Duelist is very much a class cannon. They do an insane amount of damage. I'm going to go ahead and break this. If you don't know, you can actually break medkits and stuff and deny people more healing across the map. Normally, if they have UAVs, they can kind of just circumvent this by just UAVing in populated areas or areas that would normally have a lot of items. I saw a pig. I think I go back for the pig because I'm like, I'll just wait for the scan at this rate. There's no reason not to. I think I somehow lose a pig and I go back searching. But yeah, if you're a Predator and you see ammo crates and medkits, if you're not killing fire team members, definitely destroy those. Resource denial is a big part of Predator. Well, I shouldn't say a big part. It's a minor aspect to it, but it is important. You want to have fire team members healing and getting ammo as little as possible. You want to make them use their items fast because Again, your goal is to extend the time for as long as you need to kill fire team members. If that takes almost all 15 minutes, then you're going to use that. So we're going to go in here and just jump between 3 fire team members with the Alpha Sickle. And I can't tell if it's the Recon or the Duelist, but I can tell that I've done a lot of damage. And I was trying to get that person that I was dealing with, but somebody literally body blocked with their face. And now I'm spotted. And if I remember correctly, this team actually isn't that bad at all. They're very good at chasing. I believe that might be the Duelist. That might be the Assault with a 10-11. I can't really tell. It's been a minute since I've looked at in-game models for Predator Hunting Grounds, so forgive me for not recognizing that automatically. It looked like, if I had to guess, the Assault with a 10-11. And this guy just gets me right in the middle of my heel. So I'm like, okay, I need to reposition. These guys are not messing around. These guys are absolutely phenomenal at tracking predators, I will say. In-game, whenever this kind of team happens, which I like to... I personally feel like this is a really, really skilled team. And they're only here, not to do the mission, but to, like, kill predators. Whenever I see this kind of team, normally I get very frustrated. Because my objective... Because when I think of fire team members, I want to fight casual players, because I play this game very casually. I don't want to fight these guys who literally spend all day on Predator Hunting Grounds just hunting predators. That's not fun to me. Like, the experience is for, like, fire team members to try to survive predators. They're supposed to be afraid of this kind of creature. And, it's something that makes me a little frustrated when it comes to not only Predator Hunting Grounds, but Dead by Daylight, and Friday the 13th. There's just no real fear to the killers in these kind of games. And if I'm playing this character, I'm playing it to have like a power fantasy and be the power role. Yes, it should be somewhat harder because you're trying to kill 4 people or multiple people, but still, you still should have enough power so that shouldn't completely overpower you and can do what some fire teams can do in this game, which is absolutely bully you and just keep you on the run and keep tracking you no matter what. So we find this person mudding up, and they do parry my Alpha Sickle. I can't tell what body that is, but that is the person who was chasing me earlier, which with the, I believe, 10-11. It is the Assault Reckless with the 10-11. So, I just kind of went into this voiceover blind. So, getting to see that and being right about it makes me pretty happy. We do get our first kill, but at the cost of having to heal. I don't remember how much healing I have. I think I've already used one, and I'm trying to look for target ISO so I can try to get a pig. But as you can see, these fire teams are just so good at tracking. It's scary how some of these fire team members are so strong. Like, I have no clue how they know where I go. Half the time when a predator starts jumping away, I have an almost impossible time tracking them. But I know that they're tracking me, so I think to myself, okay, I've got to get this pig, I've got to hit and run and come back to it. Because there's no way I can hit the pig, sit down, and heal. These fire team members are too aggressive. And in this instance, I decide I'm not going to use the pig. I will use my last healing, and I'm just going to pray I can kill them before they reinforce. I do have 2 pigs to go through, which is nice. And the Recon and the Scout should theoretically be easier to kill because they have less health. But we'll just have to see how it goes. There are 3 fire team members still. And I don't know if 1 or 2 of them are chasing me, but I am still being hunted. So I need to go into this very carefully. And that's one thing that I will say. And these kind of moments, when you have fire team members trying to pressure you and kill you, don't freak out. That's the one thing that I do that always seems to be my downfall against these. I freak out and I let the pressure get to me. You are the person that needs to be pressuring these fire team members. You need to control them, and you need to control your own emotions so that you can catch these fire team members off guard and just rip them apart. Now, they have called reinforcements, even though I've only killed 1 person, so I'm like, okay, I need to capitalize on this. So they're reinforcing, but there's only 1 person technically dead right now. So if they finish reinforcing like that, I now have not 1, but 2 kills. And that was the fire team members' big mistake this game. They may have been a really strong team, but by reinforcing at 1 person and finishing the reinforcement till I got there, they have incredibly hindered themselves, even though they have just did the mission, because that drone strike was them doing the mission, which did suck, but so their mission's done. I've got 2 kills. They've got no reinforces. I've got no healing, so I want to go ahead and grab this pig because in my eyes, this is going to be a chopper fight. I need to catch them either at the chopper or before they get there in order to win this game. Because I can almost guarantee you that that UAV strike is the end of their mission. If it isn't, then this is a ridiculously long mission. But I do see this little red blip, so I'm like, okay. I know one person's here, so I start kind of panicking with my Alpha Sickle, and I'm like, alright, I need to get my kills in now. So I just ditch the stealth, and I down this person, and I take a gamble here, and just assume they don't have a stim to pick themselves up. I use my vision to try to catch this person, and there they are. Now, I don't know if the other person is going to pick themselves up, but I know this person is scared. Because the chopper's coming. They want to get out of here. So they start trying to heal themselves. And as luck would have it, there is no pickup stim to go with it. And even though the mission was done and that they did apply the pressure, I didn't let the pressure get to me. And that is how you deal with these fire teams. Thank you for watching, folks. And I hope you enjoyed these games. Have a great day, and thanks for tuning in.